morning, my YouTube viewers. It's Crystal here. I wanted to do a video for you, and I wanted to make a video on probability. And what we're going to do is we're going to cover 9 questions on probability, empirical probability, and how to calculate empirical probability in Excel. And basically, empirical probability is when you have is based on historical data. So you have 2 types of probability that I'm going to cover, which is empirical probability and theoretical probability. So empirical probability is based on historical data, and theoretical probability is based on theory. But this particular video is going to be focused on empirical probability. So what we'll do is we'll just go over the practice questions that we have in Excel so you can see how to calculate empirical probability. So you have a question is, a fair coin is flipped 50 times and heads appear 28 times. What is the empirical probability of getting heads? So you have the number of flips is 50. The number of heads is 28. And then so you have the number of heads divided by the number of flips is 56%. So that's going to be B5 divided by B4. The next question we have is, a 6-sided die is rolled 100 times and the number 3 appears 14 times. What is the probability of getting 3? So you have the number of rolls is 100, and you have the number of 3s is 14. So the empirical probability of that is the number of 3s divided by the number of rolls, which is 14%. So it's going to be B13 divided by B12. The next question we have is, a survey of 200 students found that 80 prefer math over science. What is the probability that a randomly chosen student prefers math? So you have the number of students is 200, and the number that prefer math is 80. And so you calculate that by saying the number that prefer math divided by the number of students, and that is 40%. So it's B21 divided by B20. And then the next question we have is, a factory produces 1,000 cars and 15 of them have defects. What is the likelihood that the next car produced is defective? So the number of cars is 1,000. The number of defects is 15. So it's going to be 15 divided by 1,000 is going to be 1.5%. And so you've got B29 divided by B28 is the formula that you're going to use. We've got the next question is, a player attempts 30 free throws and successfully makes 19 of them. What is the probability that he makes a free throw in his next attempt? So you have the number of attempts is 30, and the number of success is 19. So it's going to be 19 divided by 30, which is going to give you 63%. So that's B37 divided by B36. The next question we have is, a company tracks 500 online orders and finds that 120 customer requests express shipping. What is the probability that a customer requests express shipping? So you have the number of orders is 500. And the number express shipping is 120. So you take 120 and you divide it into 500, and it's 24%. And so that's B45 divided by B44. You have another question is, over the last 365 days, a weather company accurately predicted it would rain on 290 days. What is the company's accuracy of predicting rain? So the number of days is 365. The number of correct predictions is 290. So you take 290, you divide it into 365, and you have 79.4%. So that's B53 divided by B52. The next question we have is, a medical test was conducted on 10,000 people, and 98% of positive results were correct. What is the probability that a person who tests positive actually has the condition? So the number of people is 10,000, percentage of positive results is 98, and the empirical probability is 98%. So the last question we have is, a soccer team played 40 games last season and won 25 of them. If the trend continues, what is the probability they win their next match? So the number of games is 40. The number of wins is 25. So you take 25 divided into 40, and it's 62.5%. And so you see B69 divided by B68 is the formula. So those are our 9 questions on empirical probability. And so the next video that I do is going to be on theoretic probability. So thank you so much for watching my video on how to calculate empirical probability in Excel. And if you like my video, please like and subscribe. And I will be communicating with you on theoretical probability in my next video.